Hey everybody, welcome to Top 5 Tuesday. Today we're going to be looking at the 5 love languages and how they relate specifically to the tiny humans we all grow. I mean, children. Those things. I have lots of them. They outnumber us. Quick review. What are the 5 love languages? Well, the 5 love languages are words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. Now, of course, everybody's love languages are different, and if your child is under the age of 7, they actually don't have a specific love language just yet. They might lean towards one more often than not, but they won't be set into a love language that's obviously predominant until after they're 7 and they've gotten to involve themselves with peers in school, which has given them much more of a data pool to take information from and really figure out what they like and don't like. Words of affirmation are compliments of the person or things they do, such as their artwork or how they've chosen to dress themselves or how their behavior has been. It's about telling them what you love about them, not necessarily about telling them that you love them. I mean, that helps too, but there are many ways to use your words to express how you care about somebody. With kids, this can be something as simple as acknowledging art that they've brought home from school and talking about what you like about it, or maybe they just have had a good behavior, which is something we've talked about a lot on the Dad's Class podcast, especially in season 1. In order to encourage good behaviors, you have to recognize your kids for having them. That is a form of affirmation of their good behavior and can not only encourage them to continue doing good behaviors, but it tells them that you noticed, and that can make people feel loved. Acts of service. Acts of service is my number 2 of my personal love languages, and quite commonly is in the top 2 for men, especially dads. Why? Because dads often do things for people to show them that they care for them. And it comes pretty natural to us. So, your kid breaks a toy, you fix it. That's an act of service. Your kid says, you know what, I really need a shelf here. You build them one. That's an act of service. You have done an act which served a purpose for that child. This can include fixing their clothes that are their favorite but they ripped, or helping them out with getting their chores done. Even though it is their chore, lending a hand or taking care of it when you know that they could use the extra hand is an act of service. Receiving gifts. And now I don't mean go out and buy your children a bunch of toys. No. Even if they really like the toy, it's not a gift love expression. This is getting them their favorite treat when you stop at a gas station on a road trip without them asking you for it, but just knowing them well enough to get them what they like. This could also be something like recognizing your kid has a passion for cameras and giving them an old one of yours, or going out and buying them something new to be their first, right? Showing that you are listening to them and that you've put a considerable amount of thought into what you're giving them. That is the love language of gifts. Number 4 is my number 1, and that is quality time. I'm really bad at actually expressing it, but I love getting it. So, one-on-one time is where we find the quality of our time with our children. You want to be focused on one child at a time so that they can feel your love for them. This could be as simple as going for a walk with one of your kids at a time, or as a family unit, really sitting down and engaging with your family with a question period. It's not just, how was your day at school? It was like, you want to get specific, you want to dig down and get real answers and engage with your kids to make it more than just about the meal. I recommend doing this around food that's already served cold, so you don't have to worry about it getting cold, but you can really get digging deep into this and spend like 3 hours if you have a family like mine that never shuts up. And that's all of us. Number 5 is physical touch. And this one, when we took a course here last month already, time flies. When we took a course on the love languages in regards to parenting, we talked about how physical touch is the most important one to be giving young men. The reason for that is because, for whatever reason, as a society, we tend not to express our love physically for our boys. And that's what gets them into horseplay and other poor choices in expressions of wanting physical contact. So, give your boy a hug. Give all your kids hugs. Hug your kids all the time. Tousle their hair. Hold their hand. When you go for that quality time walk, hold their hand. Give them 2 love languages at one time. And that is something I have noticed while doing all my research on the love languages and working them better into my day-to-day life and expression with my family. You can do 1 or 2 of them at the same time. They kind of mix and mingle a little bit. So don't pull your hair out overthinking this. Your kids just want your love. Chances are, though, the thing that they want the most is the love language you're least comfortable with. So work on that. I'm going to recommend you guys go into the links of this video and you read the blog post I did about the 5 love languages. I touch on a little bit more of what we learned about parenting and love languages in the course I took last month, and also touch base on how my own love language made it hard for me to do videos. Thanks again, guys, for coming and checking out this Top 5 Tuesday. Be sure to look at these other videos before you go away, because I know you have nothing better to do anyways, or you wouldn't be here.